Joseph Stalin, the iron-fisted leader of the Soviet Union, passed away in 1953. But what if he hadn't? What if medical advancements, or a twist of fate, allowed him to live into the 21st century? This alternate history explores a world where Stalin, now a centenarian, still holds power or exerts significant influence. Stalin's rule was characterized by tight control over information and a suppression of dissent. In our 2024, this could manifest in a heavily censored internet. Social media platforms might be state-controlled, with content filtered and opposition voices silenced. Access to foreign news and information could be severely restricted. Imagine a world where virtual private networks, VPNs, are a black market commodity and dissidents communicate through coded messages. The free flow of ideas, a hallmark of the modern internet, could be severely hampered. The Cold War, a period of geopolitical tension between the US and the USSR, might never have ended. A living Stalin, suspicious of the West and determined to spread communism, could have prolonged or even intensified the conflict. Military spending could be much higher, with a larger focus on conventional forces rather than cyber warfare. The threat of nuclear war might loom larger, as both sides cling to outdated doctrines of deterrence. Alliances could be reshaped, with some countries aligning more closely with the Stalinist Soviet Union for fear of isolation. Stalin's command economy, where the state controlled production and distribution, could be a stark contrast to the free market capitalism of today. While this might provide stability in times of crisis, it would likely come at the cost of innovation and consumer choice. Essential goods would be readily available, but luxury items and cutting-edge technology could be scarce. International trade could be heavily regulated, with the Soviet Union wary of foreign influence. This could hinder global economic growth and limit opportunities for developing nations. In this alternate history, the rise of Vladimir Putin, a former KGB officer who admires Stalin to this day, is highly unlikely. Given Stalin's ruthless purges of anyone perceived as a threat, a young Putin with KGB ambitions would likely have been seen as a potential rival and eliminated long before he could have amassed any real power. The Soviet landscape, without a figure like Putin to eventually succeed him, would be even more unpredictable, with the question of who would inherit the mantle of leadership a constant source of tension and intrigue. Stalin's paranoia and use of secret police could translate into a world of constant surveillance. Facial recognition technology and advanced monitoring systems could be used to track citizens' movements and activity. Dissent could be stifled before it even begins, creating a climate of fear and self-censorship. While Stalin might prioritize military research and technology, there could be advancements in other fields as well. The Soviet Union, with its focus on state-driven innovation, could be a leader in space exploration or certain areas of engineering. However, scientific freedom could be limited, with research restricted to areas deemed beneficial to the state. A world with Stalin in 2024 is a world of uncertainty. Would his advanced age lead to a more moderate approach, or would he cling to his authoritarian ways? Would the Soviet Union have adapted to the modern world, or would it be a relic of a bygone era? This alternate history serves as a stark reminder of the freedoms we enjoy today. The ability to access information freely, voice our opinions, and travel without restriction are all things that might be absent in a Stalinist world. The real world of 2024 has its own challenges. However, the absence of a figure like Stalin allows for a more open and dynamic global society. Technological advancements, despite their downsides, have opened up new possibilities for communication and collaboration. While the world may not be perfect, it's a far cry from the one that might exist under the iron fist of Joseph Stalin. This scenario is just one possibility. The exact impact of a long-lived Stalin on the world is impossible to predict. However, by exploring this alternate history, we gain a deeper appreciation for the world we live in and the freedoms we often take for granted.